How to invest in the stock market and retire before you're 30. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is John Lee, also known as the Property Shark, and today we're going to talk about retirement before 30. Now that seems like it's quite far-fetched for a lot of people, and for a lot of people when they think about retirement, they think about their 65, kind of at a point in their life where they really can't enjoy their life anymore, and there's really not a lot of things they can do when they retire at that time. So I really wanted you to take this time to visualize yourself like living your dream life. That could be waking up to an oceanfront view, that could be driving your dream car, a Lamborghini Urus or Bentley Bentayga, that could be being with the love of your life and being able to travel anywhere in the world, whenever, wherever you want. Now, I really want you to focus on that, and I'll make another video about the importance of having a vision board. Like I have one myself too, and it's the first thing I look at when I wake up, and I write down my goals, and it's so clear in my head that I'm just tunnel vision focused, and I won't stop till I achieve it. Now, another thing that comes to mind when people think about retirement is they get scared, and people don't really like to talk about retiring, especially before 30. That's ridiculous. But the reason why people are scared is because they're worried that they don't have enough funds to keep them afloat. They start to question about, okay, how much funds do I need saved up before I can really retire? What will be my cost of living? Now, ideally, yes, that is true, but I also want to plant a seed in your head and give you another point of view and perspective on what potentially retirement could look like, and a different game plan for you to get there faster, regardless if it's at 65, at 40, at 30, at 25 even. Heck, the goal here is to give you another roadmap for you to potentially wind up faster at retirement and not be scared of retiring. So let's talk about dividends. And before I talk about dividends, definitely don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell, because you want to stay tuned. I have a major giveaway that I'm going to give, and I'll get into that later in the video. But hey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Share this video with people that you like so you can potentially earn that reward faster. So let's get right into it. What are dividends? So a dividend is when you buy a stock and the company promises to give you X amount of money back. For example, let's say you buy one Coca-Cola stock, and if it's worth $100, and they have a dividend yield of 5%. So every $100 that you invest in Coca-Cola for that year, they will give you back $5. And usually they spread it out into different quarters that they give back the dividends in. Now, let's talk about some statistics in terms of giving you a better idea of what the cost of living may be, so you can determine how much money you really need saved up on a reoccurring basis every month for you to really live the life that you want and enjoy your life without really working that hard, or not even working at all, and let your money work for you. So in most cities in America and Canada, an individual's annual living expenses are approximately, I would say, $40,000 to $60,000. And if you want to live in a bigger city, Vancouver, Toronto, also if you wanted to live in, say, Los Angeles or in New York, then your living expenses would probably be closer to around, I would say, $70,000 to maybe $100,000 to live comfortably. And if we go to the other side of the world, in Asia, if you look at Hong Kong, Taiwan, or China, your living expenses could be around $20,000 to $25,000. Again, the cost of living is a lot lower in Asia. But the whole point is for you to figure out, based off your income, how much income do I need from dividends to be able to be greater than my expenses, so then I don't have to work and I simply let my investments and my money work for me. And how do we open a dividend trading account? So I have 4 simple steps for you to dive right into this. And before we do so, I think the step that's prior to that is to figure out exactly what your cost of living is. Again, I have another video that's linked up there. Definitely check it out on what to do with your money. In there, I talked about tracking your expenses and figure out exactly how much you need, your minimum expense, and your discretionary expense. So right here, I want to focus on what your minimum expenses that you need on a monthly basis for you to get by and live comfortably. And once you figure that amount out, then the next thing that you want to do, let's dive right into the first step of the 4 steps to open a dividend tradings account. Number 1 is you need to have a savings. And by that, because when you want to get the dividend, you have to invest money into purchasing stocks of that particular company in order to receive the dividend. So you do need some money saved up before you can leverage the power of dividend income. So if you're a student, you might have $100 to $500 saved up a month. If you're working, you might have $1,000 to $5,000 saved up, but you need that capital saved up to invest back, like I said, into the company to get the dividend yield. And that's the most important step other than figuring out your expenses. Step number 1 is to have a savings amount. Number 2 is to have investment knowledge. So you want to know how to invest, the basic fundamentals of investing, what technical analysis is, what fundamental analysis is, what metrics to track when you're looking at a stock that's performing well, ADX, MACD, how to track the tricks, how to look at the volume, how to look at the debt of a company, what's the earnings EPS, what is the debt earnings to debt ratio, what are the revenue, the quarterly revenue, is it increasing, is it decreasing, how much cash does the company have on hand, and what's more important is to have a long-term investment planning. A lot of people buy and sell stocks for the short term, but if you look at continuous growth, most of the growth in the stock market occurs like this. So, to experience that hike in the growth, you want to make sure you hold your stock for an extended period of time per se. And again, Warren Buffett preaches this, long-term investing is the way to go. So there are a lot of resources that you can learn this knowledge. Definitely you can pay someone and take a course or subscribe to YouTube channels that are paid. But to start off, I would really, work around buying investment books, The Intelligent Investor, How to Make Money in the Stock Market, books like that, Security Analysis. There are great investing books out there. I would even buy autobiographies of Warren Buffett, The Snowball Effect, to kind of read about his growth and his lifetime knowledge and expertise in investing and pick his brain from there. So a lot of resources from books. Also, don't forget there's YouTube, an amazing search engine, the biggest search engine in the world, where you can literally type out any question that you have and have a bunch of answers for you right there. YouTube videos are great as well. Don't forget to hit the like button and give me a thumbs up to help boost the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, these are some sources where you can get free knowledge from as well. And definitely I will be putting out a lot more free educational content to help investors out there that are starting or seasoned and track my journey, quite frankly, in investing in the stock market, in real estate, some educational knowledge about real estate, as well as social media, because I work in that space as well. So yeah, if you want some free relevant content, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Number 3 is to have a healthy financial situation. And what I mean by that is you want to make sure that you don't have a lot of debts. And if you do, you paid off most of your, almost all of it, or all of your high debt, high interest rate debts. For example, your credit card debts are a major one, because most people, they spend the full amount at their pre-approved that are approved for on the credit card. They only pay the minimum amount because that way they can borrow more money, but then they don't really calculate the amount of interest that has accrued on the amount that they haven't paid in full. So again, credit card debt is a big example, because before you know it, a lot of your income will actually go to paying out the debts that you have, and especially the interest accrued on it. So it's really not worth your time and money to buy into dividend income stocks, high yield dividend stocks, and when a lot of your money is going out to pay your interest as well. So make sure you pay off all your high and necessary debts. And also, I want to note here, never borrow money to invest in stocks, because high interest payments makes it hard for you to invest in the long term, and you could easily lose money because you have to make some short-term, quick pump and dump, stock purchase decisions because you need to pay back your interest on the amount that you borrowed, right? And especially in a time like this where interest rates are really low, you don't want to be stuck in a situation where before you can cash out on your investments and before it could grow, your interest rates hike back up and now you're stuck in a difficult situation. So just to avoid all of that, it's important that you pay off all your necessary debts. Don't borrow money to invest it, and you invest only the amount that you have saved up. So with the dividend yield, you have two options. Number one is to take the funds and utilize it, for your own expenses. Number two is I would recommend that you invest your dividends back into the stock market. And before I get into this further, I really want to talk about the contest that I'm running. So if you subscribe to my channel, definitely again share this video to all your friends and family who could potentially find interest in this video, because my channel, what we're going to do, we're going to give a giveaway of 2 Amazon $50 gift cards. Whether you're located across the world, I will make that happen for you. If I get to 100 subscribers. So if I get to 100 subscribers, I'll pick 2 lucky winners to win $50 Amazon gift cards. Again, it applies to all of you across the world. So be sure to hit that subscription button and that notification bell, and also tell your friends and family as well, because hey, you want to make sure you're the one that wins it. And number 2 thing that you must do is you want to leave a comment of what topics you want me to cover. Again, I can go anywhere from investment, social media, to real estate. So let me know what topics you want to cover. Leave a comment. Number 1, subscribe to my channel. Number 2, share this and comment and tag a friend as well who would find value in my channel. Number 3 is to comment on also what content you want to see on this channel. Then if I hit 100 subscribers, I will do the draw for 2 lucky winners. So today we talked about, dividend investing. I hope you guys found tremendous amounts of value in the video. Definitely be sure to stay tuned. I'm going to drop a lot more free, relevant, educational, amazing content for all of you. But hopefully this gives you an idea on how to get started with dividend investing and how you can potentially get to retirement faster. Once again, my name is John Lee. Stay tuned for the next video and take care, everyone. Bye.